Raw Thoughts. 2. Chris Webby. Missed 808. Reactions. That's me right there. Let's get into it. This is part 2 of the trilogy. Not a trilogy, it's a series, because there's technically, I think there's 6 of them. And I think a trilogy is only 3. I don't know. I'm not going to Google it. Chris Webby, Afterthoughts 2, part 2. Let's get into it, shall we?
Here we are, my friends. It's time for me to lift my mighty pen. These rhyme schemes leave crime scenes, and it's that time again. Welcome to the Coliseum. Go and take a seat, cause I'm that gladiator that you all been waiting to see. See, I got the taste for blood.
I dig his voice. I'm always picky about how a rapper sounds on the microphone, not just with what they're saying. That's part of it. But I like their voice has to shine more than anything else. They could almost have really bad lyricism. Not really, kinda. They could have average lyricism, and if they got a good voice, then I enjoy it usually. And this guy's got a good voice. I'm digging the 2 songs I've heard so far, and this one already sounds like it's gonna be a gem.
Pen, these rhyme schemes leave crime scenes, and it's that time again. Welcome to the Coliseum. Go and take a seat, cause I'm that gladiator that you all been waiting to see. See, I got the taste for blood, and now I'm back for more. Webby call him out just like a rapping Michael Rappaport. And if society don't handle him, I'll be the last resort. Verbal executioner, my bars commit an act of war. And if you give me ammunition, then you will not be forgiven. You hear me, Harvey Weinstein? There will be no omission on the statements that I make while I'm sunning you from a
Damn, he's shitting on Harvey. Old mister can't keep his hands, feet, and other objects to himself. That's rule number 2, Harvey. In 2nd grade, rule number 2. I remember rule number 1 was no put downs. Rule number 2 was keep your hands, feet, and other objects to yourself. Weirdo.
And if you give me ammunition, then you will not be forgiven. You hear me, Harvey Weinstein?
It's crazy that I remember that. We're talking literally 31, 32 years ago since I was in, longer than that, like 33 years since I was in 1st grade, and I still remember that shit.
I'll be the last resort, verbal executioner, my bars commit an act of war. And if you give me ammunition, then you will not be forgiven. You hear me, Harvey Weinstein? There will be no omission.
I'm not digging this beat as much, though, as the first Raw Thoughts, but it's nothing to do with him. I'm digging his vocals in this one. The beat is okay. It's not like it's bad. It's just not. It's not my cup of orange juice.
Verbal executioner, my bars commit an act of war. And if you give me ammunition, then you will not be forgiven. You hear me, Harvey Weinstein? There will be no omission.
No.
Statements that I make while I'm sunning you from a distance. More times than you masturbated in front of your assistants. All that fucking power, so you used it and abused it. Shit, your homie Bill Clinton probably taught you how to do it. I'm ruthless. Harvey, get to stepping back. You look like the cockroach wearing human skin and Men in Black. Killing people's what I...
That's a fucking bar.
You used it and abused it. Shit, your homie Bill Clinton probably taught you how to do it. I'm ruthless. Harvey, get to stepping back.
Harvey, get to stepping back.
You look like the cockroach wearing human skin and Men
You look like the cockroach human wearing skin
in Black. Killing
in Men in Black. That's a...
shit, your homie Bill Clinton probably taught you how to do it. I'm ruthless. Harvey, get to stepping back. You look like the cockroach wearing human skin and Men in Black. Killing people's what I got a voice for.
Yeah, that's wild.
Ever since Roy Moore was looking for love in toy stores, I've been on it. And baby, we just starting off. It's Chris Webby, and you know I got the raw stars. Bill O'Reilly says he's sorry, but really none of
It's just like the Hobson one again. I said that in the first video, but it's reminding me of when Hobson did his Ill Mind over the years and had like, shit, I think he ended up doing like 9 or 10 of them or something crazy. And just the whole vibe, the energy of it really makes me think of Ill Mind's Hobson. I'm excited for the rest of these ones.
killing people.
I keep hearing that the 5th one is the best, I believe.
What I got a voice for. Ever since Roy Moore was looking for love in toy stores, I've been on it. And baby, we just starting off. It's Chris Webby, and you know I got the rawest thoughts. Bill O'Reilly says he's sorry, but really none of us buy it. You can't pay me off like all of those women to keep me quiet. Who cares if he denies it? I'll still come for him, cause getting fired just wasn't enough for him. So now I gotta fuck with him. I'll teach that old prick to treat women with respect. When I jam a pair of stainless steel scissors in his neck, you're the opposite of the reason that chick.
Right in that jugular. Knife to your jugular, right through your jugular.
Getting fired just wasn't enough for him, so now I gotta fuck with him. I'll teach that old prick to treat women with respect. When I jam a pair of stainless steel scissors in his neck, you're the opposite of the reason that chicks are getting wet. You're over 60 with a forehead so big it could reflect the sun's rays.
He said a fucking forehead so big it could affect the sun's rays? What was he saying? What was he saying? My bad. I cut that off way too early.
Now I gotta fuck with him. I'll teach that old prick to treat women with respect. When I jam a pair of stainless steel scissors in his neck, you're the opposite of the reason that chicks are getting wet. You're over 60 with a forehead so big it could reflect the sun's rays and provide solar power to a country. You're old, gross, and crusty.
Yeah, he's funny. He's funny, but he's got the voice, he has bars, but he's also playful with it. Like, he says wild shit that most rappers wouldn't say. That's right up my fucking alley. That's who I am. I'm low to the brain, insane, and I say all kinds of weird shit on the microphone.
And provide solar power to a country. You're old, gross, and crusty, outdated and rusty, out of
Why are you making this all about you? This is my YouTube channel. Of course I'm gonna make it about me a little bit, you guys. Be nice.
To a country, you're old, gross, and crusty, outdated and rusty, out of shape and husky. You know how to tell if Bill O'Reilly's near? When you hear a woman scream, "Don't touch me!" And old George Bush is grabbing women's asses. I'll take that.
Uh-oh, this dude's going into some realms that, where out of nowhere he just gets unalived and they try to blame it on that he was like on some pills or some shit. We need to protect this guy. He's kind of like Ren in the fact that he's calling out some wild shit that most people are too scared to even talk about.
Outdated and rusty, out of shape and husky. You know how to tell if Bill O'Reilly's near? When you hear a woman scream, "Don't touch me!" And old George Bush is grabbing women's asses. I'll take that wheelchair.
I like this breakdown in the beat right here. Up until this point, the beat hasn't really got me too excited, but I like this kick drum, this bass drum that comes in.
Near when you hear a woman scream, "Don't touch me!" And old George Bush is grabbing women's asses. I'll take that wheelchair and push him right in front of traffic. And fuck your whole corrupt elite family tree. Should we gon' let all these Americans see? What you gonna do, W? Start a war with me? Lick your lips a bunch of times and give a poorly worded
yeah, and the bass line going with it too.
tree. Should we gon' let all these Americans see? What you gonna do, W? Start a war with me? Lick your lips a bunch of times and give a poorly worded speech? Shit, I'll knock off Jed's glasses and stomp him under my feet. Find your cousin Billy and I'll grab him by the pussy. Yeah, I hit so hard, I'll leave a damn crater. Shit, I just cut through all the bushes like a landscaper. I'm who the fans favor. I'll have R. Kelly piss on them and then proceed to towel them off with sandpaper. Oh, that's right, Robert Kelly, you'll be
Yeah, that's right, Robert.
Favor. I'll have R. Kelly piss on them and then proceed to towel them off with sandpaper. Oh, that's right, Robert Kelly.
That was one of the most legendary skits ever on Dave Chappelle, the R. Kelly. I miss Dave Chappelle. The Chappelle Show was so legendary. All you younger kids under like 35, 30, you missed out. You missed out. Dave Chappelle was insanely good. Rick James, the blind racist guy.
R. Kelly piss on them and then proceed to towel them off with sandpaper. Oh, that's right, Robert Kelly, you'll be easy to fry. I'll throw him off a cliff, cause shit, he believes he can fly. And he's as creepy as the rest, he's just the best pretender.
I believe I can touch the sky.
Off with sandpaper. Oh, that's right, Robert Kelly, you'll be easy to fry. I'll throw him off a cliff, cause shit, he believes he can fly. And he's as creepy as the rest, he's just the best pretender. I'm the world's greatest what? Sex offender? An XXX temptation? I don't even know if that's the right pronunciation.
Oh shit, did he do this when he was alive? Yeah, ooh. Rest in peace to Tril X. He was wild and he got involved in all kinds of wild shit, but I think he was honestly trying to turn it around, and then unfortunately he lost his life, got murdered. Damn, it's already probably been 7 years ago by now.
X temptation. I don't even know if that's the right pronunciation, but whatever his name is, however you say it. Shit, I read the full reports and now I get why you hate it. What you did to that girl, shit, you should hate yourself.
Damn, I think he released this right. I gotta Google this real quick, you guys. Because I can't remember exactly when X died, and he might have did this song just like right before. When did he die? June 18th, 2018. Yeah, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Sorry, I'm really good at math. 7 years ago. And Chris Webby released this 7 years ago. I wonder when the month was. He must have put this out literally like just months before X got murdered. That's kind of crazy.
An XXX temptation. I don't even know if that's the right pronunciation, but whatever his name is, however you say it. Shit, I read the full reports and now I get.
By the way, I forgot to tell you guys that I made the video for YouTube kind of transparent, you know, where it's see-through because I'm getting flagged and stuff and it's kind of rough. And that was one of the tips I read that other reactors have said is you could make your screen a little more. I don't know if it works, but we're trying it. So sorry that it's not all crystal clear, but we're trying to get some work in over here.
If that's the right pronunciation, but whatever his name is, however you say it. Shit, I read the full reports and now I get why you hate it. What you did to that girl, shit, you should hate yourself. Sit and take an L, tighten that choker, asphyxiate yourself. Legally, you're probably screwed. Her story's just too.
Dang, he's going bad on X.
What you did to that girl, shit, you should hate yourself. Sit and take an L, tighten that choker, asphyxiate yourself. Legally, you're probably screwed. Her story's just too fucking detailed not to be true. But all you doing is complain, X. We see you cracking cause of the hate, X. Dang, X, that's just what comes along with the fame, X. Like shitty skaters who aren't built for the game, X. X Games got a pen game that could flame, X. Shane X in this food chain, I'm the apex. So in your emotions, it looks like you fucking.
God damn, I was not ready for none of this.
Shitty skaters who aren't built for the game, X. X Games got a pen game that could flame, X. Shane X in this food chain, I'm the apex. So in your emotions, it looks like you fucking take X. We are not the same, X. I threw the newest iPhone out the fucking window just because that shit was named X. There, throw that in your blogs. When I was like 11, maybe.
I didn't even know they were beefing. I'm gonna have to Google more into that.
Because that shit was named X. There. Throw that in your blogs. When I was like 11, maybe I met Kevin Spacey. He was hella rapey, trying to convince me to get in naked. He was drunk and wanted me to go and sit up in his.
Shout out to the legendary show House of Cards. I was so mad when I found out about Kevin Spacey because House of Cards was one of the best shows of all time. This dude's over here just grabbing people's junk on set. Kevin Spacey is weird.
11, maybe I met Kevin Spacey. He was hella rapey, trying to convince me to get in naked. He was drunk and wanted me.
Hell of an actor, though. An incredible actor. But
to go and
weird.
Sit up in his van, so I did it, I'll admit it. As a kid, I was a fan, but then he tried to touch me. I'm lucky I had shit on me, that Swiss Army. He went to grab my dick, I stabbed his arm. He started bleeding all over the center console. He rushed out of the car and then he tripped over a pothole. I kicked him in his head until his ears bled. Then I kept on kicking him till he appeared dead. Then I hopped up in his driver's seat and went and put his whip in drive. Ran him over, back.
How have I not heard about this guy? And why does he only have 4 million views on this? That's embarrassing. This should have so many more views, unless this is not the main upload or something. I didn't find any other ones. Let's give it a like right now. This should have 200, 300 million views. The kind of shit he's talking about, wild. Why is it when people speak the most real shit ever, no one wants to listen? Like, it's crazy. Meanwhile, you can make some bubblegum bullshit ass song and it'll have 2 billion views. Oh my god.
He appeared dead. Then I hopped up in his driver's seat and went and put his whip in drive. Ran him over, backed it up, and then repeated it like 50 times. Webby kill with rhymes. You see, that is just my skill set. You do some shit that I don't like, you'll end up on my list next. I stop on all these insects with sick interests who infest society. Now who shall I rip next? Ah yes, Bill Cosby, yo, this one'll be tough. Cosby's show was my shit. Why did you fuck that all up? If what they say is true and you were fucking chicks, that's.
I wanna jump on this with you, Webby. I'll go ham bone.
Knocked out on the very same quaaludes you gave them. That's rape, dude. Come on, Bill, you should've known better. When I heard that shit, I went and threw out all my old sweaters. And we don't this shit a whole lecture. Someone drag him out back and put down this old yeller. And Subway Jared, now it's your turn to
take this man out back and put down this old yeller. All right then, Bill. See you later, William. Hey, William Cosby. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, buddy.
And we don't really gotta make this shit a whole lecture. Someone drag him out back and put down this old yeller. And Subway Jared, now it's your turn to get murked out of this.
Oh my God, he's going crazy.
Back and put down this old yeller. And Subway Jared, now it's your turn to get murked.
Yeah, we all know about Jared, old Mr. R-A-P-E-R. And I don't mean rapper, in case you're not good at, in case you don't spell good, in case you didn't get your grade 10.
Out of this whole list of shitty people, you are the worst. I hope that jail food makes you get fat again. And you get so depressed that every time you see your wrist, you think of slashing them. Or thinking back to the days of that foot-long diet. All that money and the fame, what you wanted, you could buy it. Shit, you had it all. All you had to do was eat sandwiches. But when there's kiddie porn on your drive, how quick it vanishes. Irreversible damages. So now you're in the system. And I really hope someone's been making you their bitch in prison. Nah, fuck that.
For real, yeah. Screw him. I like how this guy is able to cuss all in the song, but if I say an F-bomb, it's all. It's not nice.
Reversible damages, so now you're in the system. And I really hope someone's been making you their bitch in prison. Nah, fuck that. I hope somebody kills you. That was not a punchline. I hope somebody fucking kills you. And Ted Cruz, it's time for round number 2. I know you're not a sex offender, but I mean, fuck you. Just for being you. You and that face that I wanna bruise. I'll mention you on every single raw thoughts that I do, bitch. See, I've been leveling up from a dope rapper to Jeff Ross status.
Yeah, I'm officially a Chris Webby fan. This is the 3rd song I've heard, and this dude, yeah, I fuck with this guy heavy. This guy goes crazy, crazy on you. Oh.
I'll mention you on every single raw thoughts that I do, bitch. See, I've been leveling up from a dope rapper to Jeff Ross status. They call me the roast master. Don't hold back. I attack with these raps so tightly packed, full of little lyrical gems that you gotta replay the track. At the top of my game and still ascending. All I see is fire emojis up in my mentions. All I hear is fans saying Webby's on that shit again. And all I know is a whole lot more people are listening. But when people have it coming, I can't help but to say shit. Only if they deserve it. Those are my rules of engagement. Plus it's fun for me to write it. For you it is entertainment. So fuck the whole world, I'm reloaded and dangerous. Dropping every Wednesday for this whole year. Ain't a motherfucker that's like me up on this whole sphere. We call Earth until dirt. I live life with no fear. Coming after everything you hold dear. Raw thoughts. These motherfucking raw thoughts. Fuck everybody. I'm out. Yeah.
Yeah, that boy is going hard. Chris Webby's going crazy. I'm giving it a double thumbs up. If we're taking it back to the old school way of rating, I'm giving that one a better rating than the first one. The beat, I wasn't really digging it in the beginning, but it started changing up a little bit, and it worked its way into my heart as the song progressed. So there's nothing wrong with that beat. Shit, that's better than the first one. I'm gonna give that one a 9. Shit. Especially, I'm giving it a 9.5, especially with the content, what he was talking about. He went hard on like 20 different people. And people want to only give this 4 million views. That's fucking cold-blooded. Do me a favor, everybody, like, share, subscribe. Much love to everybody. Peace, love, and only good things go your wayeth. All right.